you've been around for a minute, you've probably noticed I have a problem. I love hitting science fiction and fantasy conventions, taking notes for about 30 panels in 3 days, and then sharing my notes. Or rather, that's how I started this blog. Welcome back to Morgan's Writing Tips and Writerly Musings with writing tips from the pros and, of course, my own writerly musings. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood, and today I'm here with What's This? Another con? So let's talk about Morgan as a panelist. These days, I am honored to be on the other side of the table more and more. Instead of taking notes, I'm the one sharing information. That's not to say I don't take notes when my co panelists share fresh tidbits, though. So, convention panels are great places to hear a variety of approaches to the creative process and many, many other subjects. This means that I am sharing less panel content because I don't usually write up the panels that I'm on, partially because it's just plain hard to take notes while actively participating. However, the majority of these panels I'm speaking on at the conventions are for subjects I've vlogged about extensively. Beta reading, the querying process, streaming or podcasting, and NaNoWriMo. I do my best to only share on topics that I have firsthand experience with, not the subjects I know from notes and theory. Now, in my last con write up for Balticon 57, I talked about my multitude of roles: attendee, checking out all the cool things, panelist, aka speaker, and staff, running social media before, during, and after the convention. To me, the difference between a panelist, quote unquote, and a guest, quote unquote, is that guests get paid to attend. I haven't gotten paid yet. Fortunately for my sleep, my day job, and my writing, that is the only convention that I staff, but it's far from the only con I attend or even panel on. So, what's Morgan's plan? This summer, I have already paneled at the authortube writer conference, free on YouTube, with better beta reading. This coming weekend, I'm going to be in Louisville, Kentucky with my friend and productivity stream co host, Sako Toomey, for Imaginarium 2023. It'll be my third year in person and fourth year in a row hitting that convention. So, the conventions that I typically attend are aimed at fandom. I've been attending fan run conventions since I was literally in the womb. I have to admit it, I am a second generation geek and I love getting to know others in the community. Unlike the big media run conventions, the super crowded nickel and diming you for a profit Comic Cons and such, these are smaller, often literary themed, nonprofit labors of love. Completely volunteer run, they have writers, artists, creatives of all kinds, and small press publishers. But these aren't the conventions you go to schedule a pitch session with an agent. Now, of course, you might find a few agents at the bar, but predominantly either there to socialize or to meet up with their own clients. Unless they're official panelists or guests, it's usually considered rude to start pitching your projects at them. Now, if the conversation gets that way and they ask to see something, that's perfectly fine. So, while I love meeting other creatives and talking craft for hours, I mean, that's why I have this channel, I might need to start branching out to more professionally focused conventions, especially once I finish this space fantasy. Because while networking and getting to know people is all well and good, and I love meeting new people and seeing old friends, I keep getting distracted from my end goal, which is supposed to be getting my writing out there. Whoops. That said, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop attending fan run conventions. I just spent probably several hours deciding on my costume for the costume competition this weekend. So, fan run conventions to me, they're home. Do you attend any conventions? Are you interested in checking them out? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching and tune in again next week for more writing tips and writerly musings. Bye bye.